Welcome back to another video. We're taking Stewart Road in Cincinnati, Ohio, and we're about to drop off 3 cars on this rainy morning. Today is going to be an exciting day and a nervous day because today I got to do something unusual. As we're taking this ramp here, check that out. It's a whole waterfall. That's how bad it's raining here. So, what do we got to do today? Well, first, I got to do 3 drops in Cincinnati, Ohio, in the rain. It's showing that it's going to rain all day. Then, once I'm done, I got to go a little bit south of Cincinnati, and I have to load up 9 classic 1950s antique cars. I've never even been in an antique car. And I bet you most of them are manual. But now I'm gonna have to load up 9 of them. They're all long, they're all heavy. But they're coming from Cincinnati. They were filming a TV show or a movie with them. And they're going back to Atlanta, where this guy owns a bunch of these cars and he rents them out for movies and TV shows. So this place is annoying because they don't have anywhere for trucks to pull in, and I have to park in the right lane and just take up the whole entire lane. That's not going to be fun because it's also kind of on a turn.
6131 Stewart Avenue on the right.
I wish they would have somewhere for trucks to park. We already got a bunch of traffic behind us. They're just gonna have to go around. All these cars there, they don't even know what to do. And this is how I'm gonna have to unload. Can you believe that? In the rain, on a turn, in the right lane, blocking the whole lane. BMW dealership for you. Let's get out here, let's unload these 3 cars at this first drop. Gonna have to wear my raincoat. It's gonna be a wet one. So I'm dressed properly. I got my raincoat on. Got my waterproof shoes on, but me no like it this. One of the job requirements. Unload in rivers. Yeah, I don't think so. No fun for me. And we're done with our first drop. I got soaked. Good thing I got these waterproof boots. My feet are still dry. So we're going to our second drop, and some good news, I don't have to find a way to turn around. I actually can just go straight down this road and get back out onto I-71. Next drop, we got to drop another 3 cars there. I really hope it stops raining because these classic cars that I'm going to be loading, it's going to be a new experience for me. And if it's rainy, it's only going to make it 10 times harder. So let's hope this rain stops because we don't want to have no oopsies with some expensive cars like that. Let's get going. I'll see you at the next drop. And we're here. We're about to unload 4 cars here. I thought it was 3, but it's actually 4. It stopped raining for now, which is some good news. We're just gonna park in the middle of the road, and this is where we're unloading, because they don't got anywhere else to pull in as well. I can't think properly this morning. We're only dropping 3 here. First I said 3, then I said 4, but it's actually 3. Because that bottom one right there is going to our last drop. Check this thing out. This dealership got a McLaren. And for some reason that back end looks like a Lamborghini back end. It's looking nice and slick. I wonder what the sticker price is on it. $193,000. Where's my credit card? Let's go make a deal. And those 3 cars are off of my truck. Now my truck can take a little break and breathe more freely since it's lighter. We got 1 more drop. We gotta go to Dayton, Ohio with that. So an hour away. I really hope the rain stays like this and doesn't get worse anymore today because I want to load those antique cars in dry weather. Hey, we're about to run out of fuel, boy. What are you doing? Quick pit stop before I get to my last job. Gotta grab some fuel. And we're like 10 minutes out from our last drop. So we're here in Dayton, Ohio. We got this last car coming off here. It's going to the Hertz, which is right there. And I don't see much BMWs ever being rented out. So this must be an expensive luxury rental car. All I know is they charge 400 bucks for a Toyota Camry for one day. At least that's what they charged me last time I rented. Well, let's get this car off. And we gotta get to Cincinnati because they've been waiting on me for 2 days to load up those nice 9 antique cars. Let's go. And we are done. Let's go grab the next load. We are 1 hour away from our next pickup in Cincinnati. And we're here, guys. Check this out. They already got 2 of them here. These things are looking funky and cool at the same time. This is a Savoy. That's some Cambridge. But man, these are 1950s. For that type of year, these things are still in really great condition. I'm having a little bit of issue here. So there were supposed to be 9 of them. Honestly, I would not know how to put 9 of these on the truck and trailer. Good thing there's only 5. They told me there's 5. So here's one of them. It's a manual. Honestly, I don't know how these gears work. This thing is so interesting. It literally feels like I'm in a old 1950s movie. These doors though, they're really narrow and really long. They say they weigh about 3,500 pounds. Honestly, I'm gonna have fun putting straps around those wheels since they're hidden up in here. That's gonna be fun, but we're gonna do it. So they're starting to bring all of these together here. We got 2 of those. This is an Oldsmobile. Green color. Man, look at this thing. It's like a boat. Ooh, interior's not too shabby. I believe this one is automatic. Everything is so simple looking. Check out the back seats of this thing. Somebody got it dirty here. And then there's this thing. This is a Ford. Ford custom line. The wheelbase on these is really narrow. Hopefully they aren't too afraid of driving on the top of the trailer, because some of these cars I won't be able to drive them on myself, honestly. I'm just taking photos of all of them right now because these things are probably expensive and I don't want them to find any kind of damage on them after me, so I'm gonna take good photos because they already got a couple scratches like that, and then I'm gonna have the guys load them up for me. little bit more. A little bit more. All right, perfect. And there we are. It took like probably an hour. The guy driving the car was an older guy. He was just watching me motion. These two are the only ones that are manual. These three are automatic. So at first we were trying to put a shorter manual one up there. I'm glad we didn't, because he was already having issues at the bottom of the trailer driving that manual up. It's not that he doesn't know how to drive a manual. These cars are super old, they're really sensitive, so you got to go with speed. And I was navigating him and I didn't want to trip backwards while I was falling. So this is what we got. I hope my height is good right there. I'm gonna have to measure, because that's looking kind of tall, but I'm sure it's fine. If anything, we can lower the nose a little bit more. We have a shorter one, like in height is shorter and it's not as long. This is the longest one right here. This one is also as long as that one. So we were able to fit all 5 of them just like that. I didn't want to have them go in the bottom of the trailer with it, since he was already having issues going on the top. So this is how we did it. It turned out perfect, no issues. Man, this is a crazy experience. The only thing I don't like about this, no matter how cool it looks, it's a pain to put these straps on under these fenders. So it's tight over here, and you got to put the straps underneath it before you tighten it. So putting them on was a success. That was my first antique car load, and honestly I wouldn't want to do this. I'd rather load up my regular sedans and SUVs than have to deal with these old cars that hardly run. But just this once, just for the experience and just for the video, there we go. Got him all loaded up. I just gotta strap the rest of them down, lower them down, and we're gonna be ready to go. And we're done. We just finished loading these 5 cars. I'm gonna leave that one on the front facing down a little bit because we're already at 13.7, and there was a couple tree branches over here. But I left the pockets closed so that later I'm just gonna pick up the front a little and they're gonna back it off. That looks so good with the black Ford Custom line on the front of our Peterbilt, and the rest of them looking beautiful as well. Since I loaded them all at the top, it's just like a beautiful showcase of custom cars that's going to be hauling down the road. We had an issue with this one right here. The tail lights were on. Called the guy, he told me to just pull up on the brake lever. The brake was stuck a little bit. But man, this was a really nice experience. I wouldn't want to do this every day unless I got really good at driving these things. Loaded up. These are going down to Atlanta, Georgia from Cincinnati, Ohio. My guess is they were done filming the movie or the TV show that they were using these for, and they're sending them back off to the owner in Atlanta, Georgia. This guy, I checked out his website. He's got a bunch of nice cars, a bunch of antiques, a bunch of classics. So there we go. Everything's tied down. The wheels are so narrow that I had to perfectly place the strap right in the middle of each wheel, and I tightened it down really tight because I know some of these cars have issues with staying in park. They could start rolling, so tightening down. Highest height we have is 13.7. Everything else is under 13 feet. One more mission to accomplish before we get out of here. We got to back up out of here and head that way. So there's a school over here, and I'm guessing the school is about to get out. I got to back my trailer into here, and we're headed out that way over there. So we're gonna walk around, make sure that everything's closed, everything's tightened, everything's lowered properly. All right, we're ready to go. Let's get in the truck and let's make our way down to Georgia. So I'm about to pull off over here. stop at the Pilot, grab me some lunch, and that car on the top right there, the whole undercarriage is filled with oil, and it just keeps dripping on my windshield. You can see right here, you can see right over there, it's just making it all greasy, and it's raining outside and it's picking water up coming at my windshield, and when I turn on my wipers it just makes it greasier and greasier. The truck is going to be in so much oil by the time we get there that it's never going to wash off. So I'm going to stop here and grab some food. Never mind, I chose not to get Wendy's at this Pilot here because there was too long of a line. So let's keep moving. We have to go stop by at a Chick-fil-A next. I'd rather have that. So everywhere I go, everywhere I pull into, everybody's looking, everybody's smiling, everybody's giving me the thumbs up because they seem to really like these classic cars. But yeah, it is a pretty scene to see 5 of them in a line on a truck like that.
Turn left on I-75 South.
Pulling into Chick-fil-A with a bunch of vintage cars. Even though we're classic, we still eating Chick-fil-A. Let this guy go through. Go. And then we gotta make our left turn. Stop sign so close. Well, this is what we gotta do. We go all the way here, and we clear the curb. Then we park over here in the middle of the road, and Chick-fil-A is right here. Make sure we lock our truck or else somebody's gonna run away with all these cars. And we're making our way to Chick-fil-A. And there you got it, guys. We got our Chick-fil-A. We're just taking a couple of pictures of this thing because it looks so nice. Looking clean, looking nice. That Ford is staring right at us. It wants some Chick-fil-A too. And we're on site. It's the next day here. I couldn't pull through, and I didn't want them to unload at 11 p.m. So it's time to get these things off because I'm tired of that car dripping oil on my windshield. Let's get them off. I'm leaving 1 strap on this one and then 2 on the rest of them. This car doesn't even hold a brake. I loosened all the straps and I was loosening the back one and it just started rolling, so I quickly locked it back in. I'll just have them get in, hold the brake, and then I'll untighten that one. All the rest are untightened. I'm just gonna leave the straps on for safety so that they don't decide to roll away. So far it's easier than I thought it would be. They're just driving straight back. The guy parked the really top car a little bit to the right too much, so they might have to straighten that one out a little more. But these are okay. See what I mean? I had to shove the strap under there and it's a tight fit, so it didn't really work out good. But here's the this wheel, and then here's this wheel, so it's pretty centered. We just gotta roll it back straight. And we're down to the last one. Just gotta take that one off. That one's gonna be the funnest. But they are driving over here because this is not where they live. They gotta get in a car and come back here. Where they need these cars, it's not truck accessible. good. Straight back. Straight. Good. Alright, stop right here. We're good on the other side, but over here you're going to slowly go to the right, so you got to turn it left a little. A little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. Alright, now straight. Straight and back. Alright, take it easy right here. You're good. You're good. Perfect. Alright, good, good, good. Good. Awesome. Perfect. Wait, so this is a ladder truck?
Yeah, so it's a ladder truck. So you see those big gears, there's two big springs in those containers. So when you hit it and release it, it shoots it up. Putting it down is the hardest thing because you have to.
So this is like a fire truck
Yeah,
type of thing?
American France is the manufacturer. So
Wow.
It's from Rocky Mountain, North Carolina.
Laundry.
Yeah, those get painted. So we just put 2 new tops on those. They've been about 10 or 15. They like those because.
Wow. So like all of these are in running condition?
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty much everything runs out there.
You know your way around all of them with all their stuff?
Yeah, most of the time. That's why when I'm setting something, I have to think a minute because they're all a little different. That's a 80 gas tractor. We're actually probably going to send that to Montana.
It runs?
Yeah.
This thing runs, wow. The wheels are metal. That's huge.
Yeah, it weighs about 26,000.
26,000 pounds, wow.
There's got a bunch of stuff out there. Most of that somebody else is just storing it temporarily.
Feels like we're in the old days with all these cars around here.
Yeah. And the problem is I got so many cars out. If they all came home at once, I'd.
How many you got out right now?
See, I've got as much. I guess there's probably 15 or 20 out right now, out here.
What year is this thing?
So it's probably like 47, but they made this cab from 41 to 49. So, you know, it's sort of a decade-long truck. What
From Odessa.
Oh, Odessa, Florida?
No, Odessa auction in Atlanta, somewhere here.
Okay.
And then I'm going home.
Hey, can you get me when I back across? Okay. Odessa auction, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, have you heard of Mannheim auctions?
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's the same thing, but it's just like smaller. There's not as many of them. They still have one in like every state.
Okay.
But we got our trailer all closed up. So I just got back from his garage. It's more like a barn area, and he's got a couple different garages, all full of custom stuff. He has everything from, I think the oldest car he has is from the 1920s or 1918s or something like that. I believe he told me it was from the 1918s. And I don't know, he has this business where he rents out all of these antiques for movie scenes, for shows. Some of the shows that he rented out for is Vampire Diaries. If you ever seen any of that, the flashbacks where they are driving old cars and they're shooting a 1920s Yellowstone movie or show right now. So they got a lot of stuff he's rented out for lots of different shows. He told me to check out the show called Till, or the movie called Till, based out of Chicago. T-I-L-L. But yeah, this is a really interesting experience for me. I got to check out all those awesome antiques that he has, and he's got so many. And he told me that he's got 130 of them. Our job is done here. Time to get back in my sandals. Shower shoes to the side. So yeah, In car hauling, you can experience all kinds of different businesses, meet lots of new people, get to see lots of cool stuff. And this was a really interesting experience for me. The only nerve-wracking part is that you don't get to drive the car and you gotta navigate them on the trailer. And the cars are so narrow that one of the wheels could be right here and the other one is right on the edge of this one too. So it's a little bit more difficult. But most of these cars that he rents out, he gets enclosed trailers for them. This one, he just needed them back because he's got other shows renting them out soon, so he just grabbed whatever he could. So yeah guys, that was the antique car experience. We are done. I just gotta go load up in Atlanta and bring it up home. Thank you for watching this video. If you're new to the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Thank you for all the support, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.